Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today we are going to be reacting to a little first take segment where Ryan Clark said maybe the most weird thing I've ever seen. Something that doesn't make any sense to me, and I want to react to it. I want to hear his reasoning for it because personally I am confused. I don't know what's going on here. But the quote was that we have the same chances winning the AFC with Carson Wentz as we did Phillip Rivers. There's a lot to unpack there. We're going to get into that later. If you're going to enjoy the video, like and subscribe, do all that really nice stuff. But yeah, let's get into the video. I really want to know what the hell is going on here because I'm very confused.
Sure.
Today?
Yes, yeah, I'll get
You're
that.
welcome,
Okay.
babe.
Okay, cool.
This is why I thought the Colts would win, though.
Cool.
When you play, you're a young quarterback.
Like
and
it
you
already.
play against the defense, and you notice that it's got that speed with zone eyes. Once you play against one who does it really well, it's different. And Indy does that. And then I think Jonathan Taylor is the MVP of the NFL. I think the Colts' run game is as good as anybody
I like you, Dan.
in the league. And
I like you, Dan.
I think New England.
Me and
gave
Dan
up-
are lots of QB
New
friends.
England has this year given up chunk runs, big runs, and his speed is too different.
Yeah, he's got track speed. The question is,
Yeah,
are
the
the
question
Colts
is, can the Colts win the
can the Colts
AFC?
win it? No. The Colts have
Why?
no better opportunity to win the AFC with Carson Wentz at quarterback than they had with Phillip Rivers. Yep, I said it. The ability at quarterback to me is still the same. I
Can you
think
say
Jonathan
that again,
Taylor.
please? I need to hear that one more time.
The Colts have no better chance to win the AFC with Carson Wentz at quarterback than they had with Phillip Rivers. Now,
I need to know. I need to know why. What is his reason? This really comes down to how I react to that.
That doesn't mean they can't be in contention. That doesn't mean that they can't compete. We saw what they were able to do in a tight game in the divisional playoffs against the Buffalo Bills last year.
What?
So I get all of those things that the Indianapolis Colts can run the ball, Indianapolis Colts can play defense. At some point, Carson Wentz is going to have to make a play. And what we've seen throughout this year, go back to Tampa, they decided to go away from Jonathan Taylor, Carson Wentz, interception to Antoine Winfield.
Yeah, they went away from Jonathan Taylor and Carson Wentz threw 4 touchdowns. What?
You go back to Jonathan Taylor late in the game.
Threw 4
what happened?
touchdowns.
Touchdown. Even in this game against the New England Patriots, they never got into a situation of having to allow Carson Wentz to throw. And what about 9 minutes?
Here's the thing about this that I don't understand personally. When Ryan Clark came back, and I hear everybody was talking about Mac Jones. Everyone was like, oh my gosh, look at the Patriots. They can win a game when Mac Jones completes 2 passes. They're so good. But Carson Wentz completes 5 passes, and they're like, oh, Carson Wentz is trash. He's garbage. He's terrible. The worst quarterback in the league. What are they talking about? I'm like, what? So you praise Mac Jones for that, right? And you praise the Patriots, and then now you're looking down on the Colts for it. There is a Carson Wentz bias in the media. I don't care. They hate him. They hate him, and I don't know what he did to make them all think this way, but like you were praising Jones for the exact same thing. Like,
Left
what?
in the fourth quarter, they said, you know what? We're not going to do it anymore.
The Buccaneers
anyway.
game is not a good.
I do believe that the Indianapolis Colts are set up in a
not a
way to
good thing
win.
to go with.
We've said it since Andrew Luck decided that he was going to retire. The Colts are a quarterback away. They tried Jacoby Brissett. It ain't worked. They tried Phillip Rivers. It ain't worked.
Personally, I don't think we're a quarterback away at this point. I think we're a D-line away from getting to the Super Bowl. We have Buckner. Otherwise than that, Buckner has more sacks, way more sacks than anybody. He's way more pressures than anybody. Kwity Paye hasn't done that much. He has a sack and a half in his first year so far. Could get a little bit better, but I don't think it won't be too much. We don't get sacks. It's been a while since we had a good D-line. We don't get many sacks. Our pressuring isn't the greatest most games. I think we are a better D-line and a little bit deeper. We are D-line and we are wide receivers away. Because Pittman's great. We need at least one more wide receiver. Maybe try and draft a tight end later, see what happens. But really a wide receiver and another D lineman away, really, I don't think we're a quarterback away.
They are trying Carson Wentz, and I'm telling you people, in 2021, in the 2022 playoffs, it ain't going to work.
So in the last 2 games that they've played against contending teams in the AFC, both New England and Buffalo, they have beaten them 68-32. And those games weren't even that close. They played New England and Buffalo, and those games aren't even as close as the score finally indicates. They can absolutely win the AFC. We can't say no because of Carson Wentz. The reality is this, and you notice, it may not come down to Carson Wentz. This might be a very similar situation to the San Francisco 49ers.
You play the Kansas City Chiefs, it's going to come down to Carson Wentz.
We don't know that.
And
the
if you
Chiefs
watch,
might not have the ball.
And if you truly watch Mac Jones play in this game, Mac Jones didn't play bad, right? The red zone interception was bad. He was a little behind on the interception.
Mac Jones wasn't good though. Like, don't try and you know, he wasn't good. He was okay. He got better. He started out pretty bad. He got better as the game went on, but like he wasn't great. Like he wasn't great or good. He was okay because he brought it back at the end and started storming something. But for the first 3 quarters, for most of the first 3 quarters, it wasn't very good.
But even early on in the game, he played well.
That's impressive for a rookie.
Really wasn't.
There were penalties that pushed drives
But
back.
the fourth quarter, he was
Situationally,
much
terrible
better.
time penalties.
Yeah.
So the quarterback that's got 23 touchdowns and 6 interceptions, you don't think is going to be good
Don't you
enough?
do that. He should have threw 3 picks this game. J.C. Jackson drops a pick, right?
Come on. Should've, would've, could've. Come on, Ryan. Those aren't reasons. That's just like, that's nothing. That's barf. That's blah.
3 picks.
We could say that about plenty of quarterbacks.
You can say that about
in the league. I'm
anybody.
not saying Carson Wentz played good this game. I'll be on the record. Carson
exactly.
Wentz played poor this game.
What?
For them to win in the playoffs, and for them to win the AFC,
I will say this though, Carson Wentz does need to play better than he played that time. If we want to beat, a team like Kansas City, but I don't think it comes down to just Carson Wentz again. It doesn't come down to just Carson Wentz. A lot of people don't even realize that our defense in the fourth quarter is not very good. They get very tired by the fourth quarter, and we let off a lot of points in the fourth. We usually get to pretty big leads, and then the game gets close, but we hold on because of late game greatness. But
I will agree with you. He is going to have to play good in the pass game, better than he did this past weekend.
Right.
But we can't undermine what has
Carson Wentz does play better though. That is
He's
true.
been better.
He's been a good quarterback this year. Do I think he's had moments when he's great? I think he was great in the first half against Tampa Bay. Do I believe that he is going to have a moment where he's going to have to be great? Yes. But we also have to point out that once this game went to 14-0, I truly believe Frank Reich was like, they can't score 14 on us. I don't think that their offense is. So that's part of this. Number 2, Michael Pittman gets knocked out of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a big part of their
He got
pass.
knocked out.
He's our only
In more than one way, though.
He's our only part of it.
Kind of pushback is this. You will say that you believe in the Kansas City Chiefs because of the past. But then you'll point to the right now with Carson Wentz and saying why you don't believe in Carson Wentz. So is it how can that both of those
things exist? Easy,
Be
right?
fair.
Right, because it's not only about Carson Wentz's right now, it's also about Carson Wentz's past. Right? If Carson Wentz comes into this year and we see consistent 2017 Carson Wentz type play, now when he has a lull in this season or when he has some mistakes in this season, I say, oh, that doesn't matter. I've seen Carson Wentz be consistently great. Right? We got an opportunity for 3 years to see Patrick Mahomes be consistently great. And I'm on record in saying that Patrick Mahomes has struggled this year. I'm on record in saying that Patrick Mahomes didn't play well last game against the Los Angeles Chargers. He had moments in the end of greatness. But that lets me know that greatness just lies right beneath the surface for Patrick Mahomes, and it can show up at any time. So I don't feel that way about Carson Wentz. I think Carson Wentz now is the equivalent to what Phillip Rivers was last year. I believe they have just as much chance this year as they did last year.
No, he didn't even go into what is Carson Wentz worse at than Phillip Rivers? What is Phillip Rivers better at than Carson Wentz? Phillip Rivers at this moment threw more interceptions. I guess he threw more touchdowns, I guess. We didn't run the ball nearly as much, though. And Carson Wentz isn't that far behind him, really. Like, we run the ball at least, God knows how much more than we did last year. And he still has less interceptions. Like, it's crazy. Carson Wentz is playing really, really, really well. Carson Wentz, I've seen him run. Carson Wentz can actually run with the football. Philip Rivers can't. Carson Wentz can get out of the pocket and avoid sacks. I've seen him do that consistently this year. Philip Rivers, absolutely not. So you're saying if we put, like, the 40-year-old Philip Rivers in there, we have the same exact chance? No way. Absolutely no way.
I disagree.
Carson Wentz is a much better runner. He gets sacked way less often, and he's better with the ball. And the ball doesn't get batted down as easily as Philip Rivers' balls do because of the way he throws. Those are 4 reasons that he is better. And those are pretty big reasons.
I think Carson Wentz can do stuff that Philip did not do last year.
It couldn't do ever in his life, though.
Right,
like, Philip was Philip.
Right, but that's got to matter. Now,
Philip was Philip. Yes. Philip played his whole career and never won anything.
There is going to be coming moments where you go, okay, this is the moment where you get somewhat careless with the football or too aggressive with the football. Do you trust Josh Allen more?
So that's why Philip was.
Because it's Josh Allen.
I don't know what that point was supposed to be. Was the point supposed to be Philip was better than? I don't know how that fits in because that would be trying to help saying Philip was better than Carson Wentz. Which right now, no way. I would never pick Philip over Carson Wentz.
I've seen Josh Allen in the recent weeks go back to the Josh Allen that understands who he is.
He's got 23 touchdowns and 6 picks, Carson Wentz does. He played really good against the Buccaneers. He played really good against Buffalo. He played really good against the Jets. He played very good outside of 2 decisions late in the game against Tennessee.
But the thing is this, Dan. We're going to point to touchdown, to interception.
He probably should have said the Rams game. By the way, that Rams game, man, we really should have won that. We really should have beaten the Rams. If Carson Wentz had 2 minutes to try and score, but Aaron Donald fractured both of his ankles.
Ratio as the plays that actually quantify a bad play. But that's not what it is. We've seen Carson Wentz put his team in harm's way. We've seen Carson Wentz make mistakes that has hurt his football team. I'm not saying that Carson Wentz hasn't played good, solid football this year. What I'm saying is when
he's trying to play hero ball.
When we're going to ask Carson Wentz in the game, now, you're right. They may never get to that game.
Jonathan might be Taylor, Jimmy Garoppolo, San Francisco 49ers.
And here's what I've known, though. Yeah. I've watched Derrick Henry be an absolute dog throughout the season the last 2 or 3 years. Mm-hmm. And every playoffs, his quarterback has had to come up with a play, and we haven't seen.
Thanks for watching.
I mean, I guess that's the best point that he made was that would Derrick Henry be amazing? Derrick Henry was amazing. And in the playoffs, they never did anything. That was partly Tannehill's fault. Which, yeah, that's true. So, but then it comes to the question, is Carson Wentz better than Ryan Tannehill? Yeah. Carson Wentz is much better than Ryan Tannehill is. I think Ryan Tannehill has been... Honestly, he's been faking a living. I don't know how he's done what he's done, but... Yeah, I mean, that's the first take thing. I don't know. I think Clark is just... I don't know why... He thinks that, I mean, I guess you just need quarterbacks to make big plays, and he doesn't believe Carson Wentz can make big plays. Which, I don't believe that. I think Carson Wentz can make the big plays when we need him to. Because I've seen it. I've seen him make big plays. I've also seen Jonathan Taylor do that. And Jonathan Taylor made big plays for us multiple times this season to give us chances to win and win games. We saw it against New England. I just don't believe, come on. No. But thank you guys for watching and reacting to this with me. What do you think? Do you think that we had a better chance? I don't think so. I think he's crazy for that. I think that's ridiculous. If that's really... I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. Carson Wentz can do so much more than Philip can right now. Yeah. No. But thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. Hit the like button and subscribe if you are new and enjoyed. I will see you guys tomorrow for another video. Might surprise you what it is. Might not. Might try something new. Might not. We'll see. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Love y'all.